Hello everyone and welcome back to WolfQuest, and we are here with Lightfall and Drifthowl and their pups who are about to cross the river headed for the rendezvous site. So today is going to be either the last day of the side story or the second to last day of the side story, most likely. Let's see, everybody's pretty hungry. Let's get them all down to the river here and then we'll feed them again before we cross so that they're all nice and full. But yeah, so basically this will probably be either the last or second to last day of the challenge, and then come Monday we will have the results, because we always give results on a Monday for the most part, and that will determine which wolves we will see entering the world of wolf. So if you guys haven't voted in the poll for that yet, make sure to go ahead and do so, because we want to make sure that we know which wolf we're going to be following for the next time. Or not for the next, but like which wolves we're going to be following as they head to the world of wolf, which is where Lightfall and Drifthowl are from. So let's get these guys down here, up close to the water. I don't know if Lightfall really has experience with this. I feel like even though he's an older wolf, he probably has never had pups before, and hopefully she will grab a Cephas, but perhaps not. Nope, she's not going to grab Cephas. We're going to have to bring all the puppies down here. But yeah, so make sure to go vote in that poll if you haven't already. There's not very many days left. Oh, she is going to feed the pups, though, so that is a good thing. Alright. She's going to feed all of them. So who's the most full already? I think Tumbleweed is pretty full. And she's feeding the others. Let's give everybody just a little bit. And that way we will start bringing... I'm probably going to grab Tumbleweed because he's closest. So we will grab Tumbleweed and then run across the creek here as fast as we can. And did the carcass over here just get used up? Oh no. That's not good. And that's a moose. There's just a moose walking by. Okay, so Drifthowl has Snowdrop. We're going to get Tumbleweed over here as fast as we can. I don't like leaving any of them alone. Oh, where is she? Oh, she's coming this way. Alright, so Willowclaw and Cephas are still right there. I don't necessarily like that. Let's get Tumbleweed over here. And then... Oh, that's... Oh gosh, I thought that they were a coyote for half a second there. That was a little bit panicky. So we're going to cross right through here. Let's make sure we feed. And then we will pick up and run. Okay, run. Okay, I hate that stretch of the creek. Oh my goodness, you guys have no idea. That is probably the scariest stretch of creek in the entire game, and we have to cross it every single time. So hopefully we can get the other pups across safely. We'll start getting these guys over to... There's the nearest carcass, okay. And there's the Druid pack over that way. The Druid pack is made of younger individuals now. Where are you going with Willowclaw? Drifthowl, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, she was, I guess, just getting her bearings? Maybe she was looking to see if there was another crossing downstream. I don't know. Is that the Druid pack we can hear in the distance? Yes, it is. And they're not even so much in the distance. They're right stinking here. And this is the younger members of the Druid pack. The older ones have mostly passed on by now, but that doesn't mean these guys wouldn't attack us if they got the chance. Alright, she's coming with Willowclaw, and then she's going to go back for Cephas. We'll have to grab Willowclaw once she gets up here with him. Here we go. Alright, come on. Alright, let's grab Willowclaw and run back to the others. I don't want to leave these guys alone for longer than I have to. Alright, let's get back over here. There we go. Let's make sure we feed. And then thankfully we're right outside the border of Druid territory, so they can't get closer than that, I don't think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're right here, but they're not going to come any closer than that. We're not in their territory. They're just warning us to stay out of it. Okay, Drifthowl is going to get Cephas. There's a moose just standing there on the bank. Sort of on the bank, more like half in the creek. And Drifthowl is going to run that way again. I think you already checked over there to make sure it's clear. Okay, just had to check again apparently. And we'll hang on to these guys, make sure they stay fed. And hopefully she does okay with that. For the most part, the mates seem to be pretty good. They don't usually... I have yet to see a mate in 2.7 drown a puppy. That used to happen a lot in 2.5 because the mates didn't have as good of AI. But that's not to say that it couldn't happen, and I'm getting a little scared now, but I think it's probably just because I just fed these guys. They're all going different directions, too. Alright, are we okay? We're okay. Alright, let's get Cephas over here and feed him, and then we will load up on food again. And let's make sure... Oh, she's feeding him. Okay. Yeah, I feel like she may be a little bit extra attached to Cephas in some ways, because... he's named after her father. Alright, so let's make sure our food is full. Let's get these guys moving, and just see. But yeah, I'm sure she tries not to play favorites, but I feel like there would be possibly a little anxiety, involved in having a pup named after her father, and kind of in his memory. There would be a little bit of extra pressure there, perhaps. And let's see. Let's head this way. Okay, that's them snapping that I hear. And these guys should keep falling. Okay, Drifthowl's coming too. She's definitely keeping an eye on them. And making sure they're okay. Here we go. Alright. She's gonna grab Willow Claw. She's very good about making sure everybody stays close. And so far so good, nobody's starving. That's always a good sign. The last thing we want to see is somebody to start running out of food, especially if we don't have any, but we do, and they're almost full anyway, so I think we're going to make it to this next carcass, which is up that way. So, the winter hunts are a pretty big part of the game, but it's less scary than I used to think it was if you don't do as much hunting. So hopefully everything will still go well. Then again, it is good to have extra food just in case something absolutely catastrophic happens, because it can and will. Just when you think it's not going to, something will happen. So we still have to keep our eyes out. And this area here is a little bit notorious. Hopefully it won't remain so notorious. But there used to be a mountain bear that lived out here, that lived up in the hills, that would come down here and attack us on our journey. And the druids are just tracking along with us here, making sure... Oh, and she's bringing Snowdrop. And, okay, she's gonna go ahead and eat, I think. Yep. Let's make sure everybody gets up here. But yeah, we used to have huge issues with him, but we're pretty sure the Galaxy Pack managed to chase him off, because Nova got in a fight with him and managed to run him off before anything catastrophic happened. He did, well, maybe not quite before, because he did end up taking one of Andromeda's puppies, but that was a previous year. So he managed to save that litter, or those litters, but unfortunately Andromeda did lose a pup to him. And, so hopefully he's not still around. If he is, he's probably getting pretty old. But yeah, hopefully we don't see hide nor hair of him. We do have a long way to cover before the next carcass, so we better keep it moving. The druids are getting further away. We're now steering away from their territory. They're gonna keep an eye on us, but we're gonna leave them alone. We're nowhere near them. Okay, so we probably can finish this journey today, and hopefully everyone's alright. At this point in the journey, it feels like you should be able to say everything is going well, but believe it or not, this final stretch is probably where we've lost more pups than anything else, because the first bit isn't too terrible for the most part. We have lost pups right outside the den, and we have lost pups at the crossing, but the middle part is usually a little bit easier aside from the crossing. It's when we get really close to the rendezvous site that oftentimes something bad will happen at the last possible second. So I hesitate to say that things are going well yet. Alright. Yep. This is exactly why. Let's make sure we get rid of him. Oh, if he runs in druid territory, I'm gonna be mad. Alright. Sometimes they will do that. They will run off into the druid territory to escape. And then they'll come back and attack again. So, but so far so good. We're only on challenging, so that should lower the number of predators. We haven't really even seen eagles since the very beginning. I don't know, you guys. I hesitate to say anything because I don't want to jinx it. Alright. But yeah, this field was known for having coyotes here. And that the butte was known for having eagles. But a while ago, we had a side story where they managed to chase off the eagles from around the butte. So if we ever lost a puppy near a butte to an eagle, then we would have a chance to get them back. That probably will start to, that worked for a few years there in-game, but it's probably getting to the point where new eagles would have come. Basically, they chased off the older eagles, and so the younger and inexperienced ones were left, who might not always succeed at taking a puppy. But at this point, the eagles are probably growing up and getting more experienced, so we probably will end up negating that ability sometime soon. That's kind of how the abilities work when you have a side story that has a specific mission. Oh, yeah, this is why I shouldn't talk about you, because then you appear, huh? Okay, he's leaving. Doesn't look like he's leaving, but I think he's leaving. Yeah, but, that's kind of how the abilities work, because usually what it means is that the older, more experienced animals get chased away and a younger one appears. And so we have an extra chance of chasing off, etc., like with the Druid Pack or with the Eagles. But as time goes on and they get stronger again, then we slowly lose those chances, and we'd have to have another side story to be able to regain them. Alright. So, let's see. We're almost to this next carcass, which is good because everybody's getting a little hungry. And we probably kind of went a little out of our way. We could have gone in a bit of a straighter line, but nevertheless, we made it. Let's see. Well, I shouldn't say that because we're not quite there yet. Come on, guys. You can do it. Come on. They are pretty slow, which can be an issue. Alright, let's make sure everybody gets fed. Oh, she's going to make sure Tumbleweed doesn't wander off. Okay, there we go. Oh. Okay. that works. However that works. Okay. Let's feed everybody. Then we'll recover our food here. Here we go. Alright, is it gonna let us eat? Is it gonna let us eat? Come on, you gotta let us eat. There we go. That's a coyote. Alright, never mind eating for the time being. We have to take this guy out. I don't like having to chase these guys because they run really far away, and that's when chaos can happen, and usually the mate will grab a pup and follow you, and the other pups will start to follow you, and you end up going really far out of your way. So let's make sure we keep our food full. And we'll head this way to the rendezvous site. So that's almost exactly southwest, so if we point ourselves northeast, we should be able to get there. Alright. I should zoom out as well. I normally do that, so that we can pretty much see a lot better. And if something comes up behind us, it won't be suddenly there's something there. It'll still be pretty sudden, but it'll be less sudden. This field always brings back memories, too, because, well, there have been a lot of things that happened here. Oh, we lost during a side story. We did lose a puppy out here to a coyote. There was basically probably a pair of them. We killed one, and the other stole a puppy and took a puppy, killed a puppy. But also out here was where we had the first historic fight with that bear, and it actually severely injured Kaya, who is the grandmother of our current generation in the main series. And because she was severely injured, she only had 3 litters. She's had, to date, the least puppy, or the fewest number of puppies out of any of our wolves because of that. So this field here always comes with some memories. We've also, up in these woods, had stuff happen at the last second. So this tends to be a pretty anxiety-ridden part of the journey for me, because I always end up thinking back on everything that happened, and everything that could potentially happen to these guys. So, by no means are we able to drop our guard at this point. We are in just as much danger as we ever have been, if not more. Even though we're right there. It's easy to celebrate, but the last thing we want is to celebrate too soon. Alright, Drifthowl is bringing Willowclaw. And Cephas tends to lag behind a little bit, it seems. But we gotta get everybody up here. I don't like this grass either. This grass is always pretty scary. Drifthowl is probably going to get food, but I'm not sure I really want her to. Will you come back? Alright, the puppies are gonna howl. Alright. Come on, Drifthowl, are you gonna come with? Here is the rendezvous site. Yeah, because we want... Yes, rendezvous site, okay. Because we want Drifthowl to come back. Hun, she's going to get food. We maybe have to feed the puppies here in order for her to come back, because she thinks they don't have enough food. So we have to make sure we feed. Okay, Willowclaw is here. And everybody to Cephas, come on, you can do it. Come on. There we go. All the puppies are here. Drifthowl, we're waiting for you. I'm feeding everybody so that hopefully she'll realize everybody is good on food. And come back, here she comes. Alright, oops, somebody didn't eat their food and just left it laying on the ground. Alright, of course, this is exactly why I wanted her to come quickly. Okay, there's the eagle. It's circling over here. Is it actually going to... Oh, it is actually going to land. No! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh... That's why I don't like the end of the journey. That's why it scares me. But we made it, you guys. Almost didn't. Of course it was Willowclaw. Willowclaw is always the adventurous wanderer. Oh my goodness. But we made it, you guys. All right. So, that concludes Lightfall and Drifthowl's story. They successfully made it back to Amethyst Mountain, or to Yellowstone. They made it to Slough Creek, and they have, well, I guess it wouldn't be made it back for them, but they made it here, and they managed to successfully raise their puppies and get all of them, just barely, to the rendezvous site. So that's going to conclude this series, and the vote will remain open until probably next Monday. So if you have not voted in the poll, make sure you go do that, because you don't have much longer to do it. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.